What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex, and you're watching the Ragin Ronin review. I got a review for you. Last week, I caught an advanced screening of Hacksaw Ridge. It is the fourth film from director Mel Gibson. He directed Braveheart, The Passion of the Christ, Apocalypto, and also for 2016, Hacksaw Ridge. Hacksaw Ridge is a World War II film which is based off of the true story of a U.S. Army medic named Desmond Doss. Desmond Doss is played by Andrew Garfield, and the film also stars Teresa Palmer, Hugo Weaving, Luke Bracey, Vince Vaughn, and also Sam Worthington. Now, before I begin this review, I want to let you guys know that the way I feel about Mel Gibson as a director is that he is a very bold, ambitious, and very serious filmmaker. I find that a lot of the films that he made have a very, very huge impact, not just on the audience, but in cinema itself as a whole. Braveheart redefined the medieval period genre of films. The Passion of the Christ was an extremely controversial film. And Apocalypto, while it had no stars in it, and also wasn't even in English, was a film that he still was adamant about making. Now here comes Hacksaw Ridge, which is a World War II film, and there have been a lot of period war films in the past, but I find that this is a very different film. A lot of films that we've seen in the past about World War II were about specific battles, and about specific battles that took place during that time, during that war, World War II. Now, this film, I felt, while it is a film that falls in the war genre, I felt this film is more about a person. I mean, it is a biographical film, but it is really about a person as opposed to the Battle of Okinawa, which makes up a huge part of the film, but it's really, really focused on Desmond Doss, and I think that's a great thing because Desmond Doss is a real American, a true hero. I gotta say, he's a true hero. Because the significance of him as a person is that he wanted to join the army. He felt that it was his duty to join the army, but he refused to bear arms. And he went through a lot of stuff. He went through a lot of crap from his brothers in arms and his superiors because they didn't know what the hell he was thinking. They thought he was insane for wanting to step into battle without a rifle. And I thought that was insane when I was watching the movie. I don't know anything about his character until now. So this is a very, very unique story, and I felt that Mel Gibson really, really did a great job with the directing and also his vision for the film. The film is essentially divided into two halves. You got the first half where there's no battle taking place. It's really about getting to know his character, seeing his character develop and all the stuff that he goes through because of what he believes in, and that is not bearing arms. He believes that he's going to be able to assist in this battle by saving lives, saving his fellow soldiers' lives, right? The second half of the film is the Battle of Okinawa, which is very, very brutal. If you've seen Saving Private Ryan and you've seen Braveheart, put those two together and, man, it is something else. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have to say that the Battle of Okinawa in this film is way more shocking and brutal than the Omaha beach landing in Saving Private Ryan. But I'll get to that in a bit. Let's just talk about the acting, okay? Fantastic performances from everybody. I believed in all the characters. They're also believable. The performances really brought you into the character, understanding the character, seeing what they go through, and it just really put you right back into that time. And everybody just did a fantastic job. Every single one of those people, every single one of those actors, all outstanding performances. I think Mel Gibson really knows what he wants in terms of what he wants to get out of the actors. So they all do a great job. Probably the best performance in Andrew Garfield's career. I am very, very confident about saying that because he does such a great job portraying this character. Now, his character goes through a lot. I mean, if you join the army and you're not even you don't even want to carry a weapon, and you display that you don't even want to fight, you're gonna get bullied. And a lot of those scenes really resonated with me, and I really felt for the character. And as a matter of fact, I kind of didn't like the character of Desmond Doss, because I was thinking, like, why don't you just carry a rifle? Why would you even want to subject yourself to that? So my feelings for Desmond Doss is kind of down low. And I think that a lot of people in the audience were feeling that way. Why would you want to put yourself through this kind of abuse from your comrades, your brothers in arms, your mates? You know what I'm saying? Why would you put yourself through that? Just carry a rifle. Just freaking pick up a rifle. You know what I'm saying? And once we get to the battle, and once we've learned so much more about the character, that's when you start getting really, really invested in the character. That's when you start liking the character, and not just him as a character, but also everybody else. You'll start liking them even more. And once we get to the battle, he really exercises exactly what he does. And this film, in my opinion, I don't think it's a film about... it's not a tale of courage, a tale of heroism, even though a lot of people might say that. I would say that this is a film about personal responsibility. He personally felt that it was his responsibility to get those guys off the battlefield, save them, and save as many lives as he could. And he does it. He does it, and it is something that you're really invested in his character. You're really rooting for him. And it's amazing how Mel Gibson was able to really make you really feel for his character. And it had a lot to do with the situation. Now here's where I'm going to talk about the action. And the action is essentially the Japanese soldiers and American soldiers coming at each other with guns, bayonets, grenades, artillery, machine guns, all that. And it is brutal. I'm not even going to say that it's exciting to watch. It's not exciting to watch. It is stressful to watch. It is shocking. It is a scene that really brings you back to realizing that war is horrible. It reminds you that, you know, wars, you know, you're here to kill each other. And that's what these guys were doing. I mean, this was a dark age of war. I mean, the real tactics were just like ducking and shooting, running at each other, and then seeing who will kill each other first. And it's just really, really brutal to watch. It is like Saving Private Ryan mixed in with Braveheart, and you know how brutal Braveheart was. I mean, you could be spending like a year or 6 months with your comrades training at the barracks, and then within 1 second you're shot down with your limbs blown apart. And man, it is really, really brutal. Mel Gibson put you right into the middle of the battle, and while the battle's going on, Desmond Doss is fulfilling his personal duty. And it is such a triumphant film. I think this is actually a very important film, especially if you are a history junkie. If you're a World War enthusiast or history junkie, and you love that era, you definitely need to watch this film. I think this is a fantastic film, and it really celebrates this hero. So I recommend this film. It's not for the faint of heart, but I will say that this film is definitely something you got to see, because I never knew about Desmond Doss until now, and now that I do know about him, I felt that this person is a real hero, and he was able to do it without firing a single bullet, which is incredible. I'm going to give this film a 9 out of 10, and I highly recommend it. One of the best films I've seen this year, and Mel Gibson, once again, demonstrates that he is a master storyteller. So there you have it. That's all I got to say in this review, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you check out Hacksaw Ridge. And as always, if you enjoyed this review and you want to see more, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, Ragin Nation. My name is Alex. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. He's gonna have to watch his back. After all, there's probably some people who want to kill him. He's done his fair share of killing, and now the U.S. government is tracking him down and wondering